Hey guys! So, today we are going to talk about Golang, and specifically we are going to talk about a subscriber question around Go and kind of the future. And from basically the question was, Frederick, what do you think is going to be the future of Go, and so forth and so forth. So let's have a little bit of a talk about that. Now, the specific question makes this a little. I hope that I can relay this in a good way. So the subscriber in question had basically thought about, all right, so he's learning Node and he's learning how to do JavaScript and stuff of that nature, and then he's been thinking about, all right, maybe I should learn Node.js, which for the ones of you who don't know that, it's a way for you to bridge some of the limitations, or rather basically allow you to compile something like, say, C code or C++ code, and make that available in a very easy manner as part of your package install, so that you can actually run basically native code as a part of, as with a binding between Node and native code. And the idea here is, at least for him, is to be able to have the knowledge that is needed for Node.js and all the benefits that come with that, but also have a way to bridge the limitations of Node, because Node has quite a few limitations when it comes to heavy computation and threading, for example. So the red thread here is that high intensive computations and performance, that is something that Node doesn't do all that well, depending on your definition of what performance is, of course. And on the other side, he said, well, but he is also considering using, say, something like Go, because Go is very good at this sort of stuff, right? And he just wanted my thoughts on, how does Go, because if Go is on the rise, then maybe it's better to switch over to Go and do that instead of doing Node.js and in this case C++. And the way that I answered this question is that when it comes to Go, you should know that although Go is a great language, the popularity of Go has today, it's all but the same sort of situation we had with Angular, where the only reason the framework is actually popular is because Google is so gosh darn good at promoting their products. Go is popular not because it's widely adopted, guys. If you think about it from a job perspective, the amount of jobs that will give you, that you can get, that actually does, like where Go is your main focus, is actually very slim. If you go and look at the trends graph, you will see that Go isn't actually doing all that well in terms of popularity. It's not as popular as you think it is. You may think that it is popular because you are watching the conferences and what Google is promoting, and that's the power of Google. Google is very, very good at promoting their products, and that's where the Go hype is coming from. It is nowhere near any of the more popular languages out there. It's not even on the same spectrum, but you think it is, most likely. And that's the danger with this, because if you ask me, do you enjoy Go, like Go, do you think it's a great language, Frederick? Do you feel that way? And I will tell you my honest opinion. Yeah, I do. I think Go is a great language. I was actually very impressed at how easy it was for me. It was actually kind of funny, because my first thought when I was using Go was that, hey, this is as simple with a lot of other benefits as me making an Express server. So I really like it as a language, but I wouldn't bet my career on it. And I won't, because it is simply not that popular in the industry. And the biggest challenge Go faces is that it's simply solving the same sort of problems that a lot of other products are already solving. It may be doing it in a better way, but you know what I've been saying about this whole idea of, all right, Go is better at, let's take Node.js, for example. Node is single-threaded. Go can do multi-threading and parallel programming, which is something that is very, very hard to do in Node.js. If it's not impossible, but it's very tricky. All right, that's a good thing, right? And then you have the typing system. Okay, let's just dismiss these two things immediately. So typing, if you want typing in Node.js, for example, if you have the choice between Node and Go, will types be the thing that determines if you go with Node or Go? It's very unlikely. If you really want types, you can use TypeScript in Node, for example. And if you want multi-threading, for example, or something of that nature, do you really think that that's going to be the big main factor that determines whether or not you're going to use Go or something else? For some service, if you have a service-oriented architecture, it might just be the thing that makes the difference. But Most companies don't have that. Most companies actually run a monolithic application, and if statistics are to believe, that monolithic application is built in Java or C#. And they're not going to migrate over to Go in order to restructure their whole system just for multi-threading, especially when they can actually, if they wanted to, do the same thing in Java. Although Go is on paper more performant than Java, quite a bit more performant. It doesn't really matter because the work of actually migrating is larger. The investment is already too big. If you want to rewrite all that code, which most of these companies start to have, I mean, it's going to be an immense amount of work. It's the same sort of issue Rust faces versus C++, although Rust might be a better experience and have a lot of benefits that C++ doesn't have. C++ is still so established in the industry that it's all like it would be complete insanity to rewrite all these different programs in Rust. Maybe we will see a few of them be rewritten, but not at large scale. Go faces the same problem. And when you compare that to Node, you have to remember, Node.js is not just for the server. It is used for absolutely every single project. Not because it's the main focus of that project, but because it's tied into JavaScript. And JavaScript is virtually it's the entire backbone of Node.js. The benefit of Node.js is that it's all in JavaScript. And that's a big benefit because of what I've been saying, which is that you can never underestimate the convenience of having a universal, very established programming language that a lot of people can comprehend and get up and running with very quickly. And that is what JavaScript is about. It is the language of the browser. You already have it as part of your stack. So if you have to decide between using that and using Go, unless you have a really, really good use case for using Go, you're most likely going to choose something else. That's the problem Go faces, and that's the thing I don't know if it's actually going to be able to solve. I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think that we will see Go become meaningful in mainstream programming or for job purposes in quite a few years. The trend is simply not there. And if, as I said, if I were to speculate about it, I still think that although it's a great language and it has its very strong use case, that use case in of itself is not the same sort of use case as you have for Java and JavaScript. I'm sorry to say, I mean, it's not, and very few companies have the sort of specific use case that, say, Uber is a big advocate of Go, for example. Like, very few companies have that sort of structure. So why would they use Go when there are more programmers who know, say, Java or JavaScript and so forth? So what I told this person in question, like, if you want to have my opinion on whether or not you should learn Node and C++, if you want to do that, as opposed to Go, I will say Node and C++ every single day of the week. For job purposes, they are superior in every single, just in general, over Go. C++ has tons of job opportunities, and JavaScript has tons of job opportunities. Go does not have that in comparison. And as I said, it's not really, I don't see the trend moving in that direction anyway. So what I want you to take away from this is that when it comes to learning Go, it doesn't have to be Go. I mean, I have the same sort of issue and same sort of consideration when I learn Rust. You have to remember, guys, that just because a programming language is popular, that doesn't mean that you should bet your career on it. Go is popular because a lot of people are promoting it. They are excited about the language, but that doesn't mean that the industry is excited about Go. Have a great day.